When someone loses their love for you, they will do these two things first. Love rarely ends with a dramatic explosion. Most of the time, it fades in silence. People imagine that when love is gone, there will be shouting, betrayal, or a clear goodbye. But that's not how emotional disconnection truly begins. Love doesn't disappear overnight. It withdraws quietly, subtly, almost politely. Before someone ever says, "I don't love you anymore," before they pull away physically, before they leave, there are two psychological shifts that happen first. And if you understand these two things, you'll recognize the moment love starts slipping away, sometimes long before the person themselves is ready to admit it. Subscribe now to Psych Secrets and be part of a journey where every video inspires you to see life with a new perspective. The first thing they do, they stop letting you affect them emotionally. This is the earliest and most dangerous sign. When someone is in love with you, you have emotional power, not control but influence. Your presence changes their mood. Your words matter. Your silence is felt. Your happiness lifts them. Your pain troubles them. Love means emotional permeability. But when love starts to fade, the first thing they do, often unconsciously, is build emotional walls. You'll notice this in small, confusing ways. They don't react the way they used to. Things that once hurt them no longer do. Compliments that once made them glow barely register. Arguments that once mattered suddenly feel not worth it to them. You may even notice something unsettling. You can be upset, and they remain calm. Not calm in a grounded, loving way, but detached. That detachment isn't emotional maturity. It's emotional distance. Why this happens? When someone begins losing love, their mind does something protective. They start thinking, if I don't let this affect me, I won't hurt as much. So they emotionally downgrade you in their inner world. You are no longer the person whose approval they seek, the person whose disappointment scares them, the person whose happiness feels essential. You become emotionally optional. And this is devastating because nothing hurts more than realizing you can no longer reach someone who once felt close. How this feels from your side. This stage creates confusion, not clarity. You might think, they're just stressed. Maybe I'm overthinking. They still care, just in a different way, because they're not cruel. They're not openly cold. They're just less affected. And the hardest part? They may still say they love you, but love isn't words. Love is emotional responsiveness. When someone stops letting you affect them emotionally, love is already retreating. The second thing they do, they start justifying their distance internally. This is the silent turning point. Once emotional detachment begins, the mind looks for reasons to support it. Because people don't like feeling guilty. They don't want to see themselves as the one who stopped loving. So they begin rewriting the story quietly inside their head. This happens before any external change. They don't leave yet. They don't confront you yet. They don't end things yet. Instead, they begin telling themselves things like, "We're just not as compatible as I thought. Something feels missing. I shouldn't have to try this hard. This relationship doesn't feel like it used to." Notice something important. These thoughts are vague. They're not specific problems. They're emotional justifications. Because the truth that their feelings are changing is harder to face. Emotional reframing is how love dies quietly. This internal justification allows them to pull back without feeling cruel, give less without feeling selfish, care less without feeling heartless. And here's the painful part. They may start noticing your flaws more, not because you changed, but because they need reasons to emotionally disconnect. When love fades, perception shifts. What once felt endearing now feels irritating. What once felt forgivable now feels heavy. What once felt manageable now feels like too much, not because you became worse, but because love is no longer buffering reality. Why this is so hard to detect? From the outside, they still seem present. They may still talk to you, laugh with you, spend time with you, share routines. But inside, something crucial has changed. They are mentally preparing for emotional distance. This is why breakups often feel sudden to one person, but inevitable to the other. By the time they say, "I don't feel the same anymore," they've already been slowly letting go for weeks or months. What they are not doing yet and why that matters. At this stage, they are not fully aware of what they're doing, ready to leave, intending to hurt you. That's what makes it tragic. They're not villains. They're not manipulators. They're just emotionally drifting and trying to make sense of it without facing the pain directly. This is why pleading, chasing, or over-explaining often fails here. Because you're responding to words, while the real shift is happening internally. Why people don't talk about these two signs? Because they're uncomfortable. It's easier to talk about cheating, fighting, breakups, toxic behavior, but emotional withdrawal, internal justification, those are quiet, invisible, and deeply human, yet they are the true beginning of the end. What this means for you. If you recognize these signs, the most important thing to understand is this. You cannot argue someone back into feeling. Love doesn't return through logic. It doesn't revive through pressure. And it doesn't survive being chased. When someone stops letting you affect them emotionally and starts justifying distance internally, the relationship enters a fragile space. And what happens next depends on awareness, timing, and emotional maturity on both sides. Sometimes love can be rebuilt. Sometimes it cannot. But ignoring these signs only delays clarity and deepens pain. One final truth. The saddest part of losing love isn't the ending. It's the moment you realize you're still emotionally invested in someone who is already slowly preparing to live without you. And that realization, if you listen to it, can either break you or finally set you free. Subscribe now to Psych Secrets and be part of a journey where every video inspires you to see life with a new perspective.